balloons and scissors. He lays on his side, his mouth bunched, gravity pressing down on his lips. His eyes look past me, past the grey stone wall behind me, past everything. His eyelashes throw shadows against his cheek, spider legs creeping over eyes. I imagine his skin feels like the steel scissors in my fingers. I lean down and my breath stirs his sandy hair. I wrap my fingers in that hair, stretch until each strand in my grasp is pulled taut and threatens to tear. The blades slice through easily, the coarse blonde hair falling limp as I squeeze the scissors closed, and open, and close again. They lay in the palm of my hand, disfigured grains of sand on a lonely beach. They haven't his warmth, his life, his soul. They will turn to dust and crumble away as he will, leaving nothing but empty space behind. Even the trembling of my skin is a response to his stillness, my shuddering breath a challenge to his silence. I drop them to the floor, forgotten. I stand to see him better. You couldn't mistake him for sleeping. There's no peace on his face. The only sign of life is fanatic resistance to death. I kick his body, in the ribs, the face, the stomach, the groin. I kick and I kick, angrier each time he doesn't react. His eyes remind me that my attempts mean nothing, can do nothing. I don't exist where he is, and he doesn't exist here. I can feel his presence on my skin, in my memories. His fingers stroke through my mind, fit against me so comfortably. When he was sleeping, I could feel him. When he was out of town, it was an unbreakable organ stretching across space and time. When his skin pressed against mine, he crawled inside my chest and wrapped himself around my heart. My own beat was just a consequence of his. And now there's silence in my chest and it's pounding in my head, suffocating me. I lash out, hysteria clouding my mind. My arms windmill, crack and break against the stones. My head meets the floor and the pain is nothing compared to his vacant face. My mouth opens. A void which extends the length of my body and disappears into the night, into the vacancies underneath dumpsters and the hollowed hearts of prostitutes. My scream is silent and only mine. I don't share my pain with vultures who know how I feel. My pain isn't to be picked apart and fawned over, tossed in their stir-fry of misery and spoon-fed to their children. His mother won't share my pain. She gave him life, but he was my life. She'll end her days wrapped in the arms of her age-lined lover, but my life ends here, in the arms of my twisted, broken fate. I close my eyes. With my hand over his, I let myself go. Imagine myself using the scissors to slice every balloon string holding me afloat so I can sink below the surface. But life won't let go that easily. The mind can be snapped and broken by thought, but the body persists. Particles glued together by whirling atoms, refusing to bend to willpower and unable to comprehend the notion of love. I was wrong. My body is an anchor, and I use the blade of the scissors to cut away at the rope tied around my wrists. I can feel myself floating, carried away by a balloon that I missed. As I float, I can see him. He's not floating with me. He's on the ground. He waves his arms as I struggle with the balloon. Teeth won't tear it, nails won't pierce it. He grows more distant, streaks in size as he grows in my mind. He's huge and I'm being dragged away. I scream his name, reach down for him. He throws something. It spirals through the air, end over end over end, glinting against the non-existent sun. My hands flop as I try to grasp it, but his aim is true and it penetrates my chest. Steel scissors, speckled red. I manage to pull them out and the balloon drifts away without me. A red lollipop in the void of my mouth. I swim down to him, fighting against the tide of my own fatigue. I let out one last breath, and without air, I sink to the bottom. His hair waves in the breeze and his eyes see nothing but me. There's only silence here. My heart doesn't beat and my voice doesn't exist. I smile and reach for him. Our fingertips graze and pain rushes in. An emptiness sits in my chest, and within it I can see a void so dark that pain couldn't exist. I reach towards him. His arms wrap around me, and my heart starts beating again.